Lucy is a young student with housing and money problems, trying to provide for herself. The girl works several jobs. After classes, Lucy participates in medical research and then works as a waitress in a cafe. In the evening, she relaxes in a bar where she meets a girl who has shown interest in her. The hotties indulge in illegal substances, after which they join the men at one of the tables. They can't decide who will spend the night with the charming Lucy, and she suggests casting lots. The older man wins the girl, but she does not specify how soon their intimacy will occur. After tossing a coin a couple more times, the lucky stranger gets to spend the night with Lucy and takes her back to his place. The next morning, Lucy returns home. She has no money to pay her rent, so she has to earn her living by cleaning the tiles in the bathroom. Her relationship with her neighbors is strained, and she dreams of having her own place. Soon she finds another part-time job in the office sorting papers. Her mother calls her daughter and offers to wire her money to make Lucy's life a little easier. After work, she meets with a friend who has recently overcome his addiction. She takes care of Birdman, bringing him food and drinks. Money is still an issue, and Lucy responds to an ad in the student newspaper. At the interview, Clara tells her about the new job, but first asks if she has any bad habits. She also finds out if Lucy takes medication, and if she is allergic to medication. Clara offers Lucy a job as a waitress at a private upscale club, where she will serve food to customers in her underwear. Lucy should not expect to advance in her career and should treat this job as a chance to earn some stinking money that she can spend on her studies and various whims. After the interview and a thorough checkup, Lucy goes to get cosmetic procedures and visits Birdman again. The guy hardly ever the house and is deeply depressed about the process of getting rid of his addiction. Lucy is his only support in this difficult period of life, and she becomes not only his best friend, but also the woman he is in love with. In the evening, Thomas, Clara's assistant, calls Lucy and invites her to a meeting. She instantly responds and goes with him to an elite club where she and the other girls in their underwear serve wealthy old men. While working, one of the customers teases Lucy by grabbing her leg. The girl breaks a carafe of expensive liquor, but the club manager doesn't judge her and gives her her paycheck for the shift. Upon returning home, Lucy counts the money and burns one bill, feeling free and independent. The next morning she goes to the office where she receives a modest salary compared to working at a high-end club. In the evening, Lucy goes to her new job again and then goes to a bar to spend the night with someone she meets there. In the morning, she visits Birdman and asks him if he loves her. Not only does the friend have feelings for her, but he is ready to marry her because Lucy is the only one he has in his life. A little later, Thomas calls her and offers her a more lucrative job. The girl heads to a country villa and notices another woman struggling to move to her car. She then meets Clara, who offers her a shower and inquires about her well-being. Here, she must sleep under the influence of a strong sleeping pill, not knowing exactly what will happen to her. However, she must not worry about her honor since the house has rules against trespassing. Lucy agrees to all the rules and is not afraid of anything. So she drinks tea with sleeping pills and lies in bed naked. Soon, Clara, who has brought her first client, comes into the room with a sleeping beauty. The elderly man feels depressed for his life has been full of bright events. Now, he feels the destruction, both psychologically and morally. The only consolation for the elderly member is the opportunity to spend a few hours with a young and beautiful girl in bed. When Clara leaves, he undresses and lies down next to Lucy to fall asleep in the arms of the sleeping beauty. A few hours later, the girl returns home and has another conflict with her neighbors. They are tired of Lucy and kick her out, allowing her to live here for 2 more weeks. She does not intend to tolerate this and turns to a real agency to rent an expensive apartment with panoramic windows. At night, the girl can't sleep at all because she is rested at work and full of energy. For several weeks, Thomas does not contact her, so Lucy herself calls him to ask for another meeting with an elderly client from an elite club. Renting a new apartment is expensive, so the girl works at the office again and participates in medical research to earn extra money. After a couple of days, Clara's assistant calls Lucy and tells her that he is expecting her. The sleeping beauty waits in bed for her next client. He is not so polite and does whatever he wants with her. The man understands her defenselessness and behaves violently by burning her body with a cigarette. There is no reaction, and this only irritates the older man, whom Lucy does not arouse in the slightest. The next day she runs away from the university because of a call from Birdman. The guy gets sick and overdoses on pills to take away the pain and overwhelm his desire. Lucy takes care of her friend, but he dies in her arms. At the funeral, she meets her ex-boyfriend and asks him if he loves her as much as before. He rejects her as he has another. She checks her work during class and returns home. On the way, Lucy notices a woman asleep in the wagon and sees how defenseless she is. The girl feels the same way in the country villa and wants to know what exactly is going on with her. After working at the cafe, Lucy takes pills with her co-worker to relax. The pair go for a night swim and have fun. In the morning, the girl wakes up in her apartment with the bartender in bed because of a phone call. Thomas says they have to go to the country house to meet a client. On the way, Lucy becomes ill and they are forced to stop and stay late. Clara is concerned and meets the girl outside in person. She sees that she is not feeling well and offers to take a shower before taking a tea with sleeping pills. Clara asks if Lucy is well, but she deceives the woman and tells her that she feels fine. Also, the girl asks to know what is being done to her while she sleeps. Clara is not going to reveal her client's secrets as it might hurt the reputation of the elite club and increase the risk of blackmail. Lucy goes into the bedroom and lies down on the bed. Lucy pulls out a hidden camera and puts it in front of the bed when she is alone. The client and Clara approach, so she hurriedly goes back to bed and falls asleep. Soon, the same old man who was Lucy's first client appears in the room and asks Clara to bring him a large dose of sleeping pills. He is tired. A short time later, Clara returns, checks on the old man, and is convinced that he is dead. She tries to wake Lucy up and show her the client, since there is nothing to fear and she will not blackmail him. Noticing that the girl is ill and on the verge of death, the woman gives her artificial respiration and resuscitates Lucy. She sees the man fall asleep and is horrified. She realizes that death goes hand in hand with her. Now this happens to her not only in life, but also in her dreams. That's all for today. Subscribe and like it if you want more videos like this.